Hey guys, what is going on? Inception here and welcome to another video today. Today we are going to be trying out some silver squads in Division 1 and we're going to see how it works out for our team. Now I did lie just a little bit and I'll show you guys why. So as you guys can see here, this is a silver team. Now we kind of went with a little bit of a hybrid here. You know, we got some Germans, some Bundesliga players and some players from the Norwegian league as well. So I didn't really use a silver player for the striker in this position. In this position, we actually ended up using Emre Mor, the Bronze Beast. I really wanted to try him out and see how he played in the game. So because he works so well with the chemistry in the squad so far, I was like, you know what, dude? We're just going to try him out and see how he plays in FIFA. So as you guys can see, this is the team that we lined up with to face people in Division 1. Now, when we do go in-game, I do switch to the 4-1-2 and 2. The three center midfielders you see are placed exactly where they are, except they're in a center mid, CDM center mid position. And I do put Pulisic as the right striker and Gnabry as the cam, while I put Emre Mor on the left side. Reason why I put Emre Mor on the left side is because he's left-footed, so you want to have the left-footed guy on the left side to be able to do those low-driven shots across the net. But otherwise, this team plays really well. The balance between the squad and the players moving around is so fluid. It just works really well. I was really pleased with players like Christian Pulisic. Pulisic was probably one of the better players in this team, and him and Emre Mor were definitely up there. The midfield was okay, but we're taking into account that we are using silver players, so you know they're not going to have all the meta aspects that you're going to want in your squads. You know, the 4-star skills with the 4-star weak foot for your strikers and so on and so forth. So we are taking that into account while we're doing the review for these players. But the team actually played really well. When it comes to silver players, you try your best to go with pace on the backside because, you know, they don't necessarily have the defensive and physical stats that make up for it unless you're talking about those BPL players like Ake and Amarty, which we'll get to in a second. You know, these players were kind of all about the pace and the defensive aspect. So you have to be kind of smart when you're defending with them. But again, the team does move really nicely. The midfield consists of Delaney, Sabitzer, and Jensen. And I do apologize if I don't say the names correctly. But the team itself in the midfield balance was pretty decent. Like as they were attacking and as they were going back on defense, they actually did a pretty solid job. As you guys can see, Emre Mor completely destroying the opposition here with the 4-star skills. He was so much fun to use. Absolutely adored using someone like him because he just moves around so fluidly on the pitch. And again, him and Pulisic as that striker combo was just absolutely insane in this game. But as I was saying, so with the midfield, they were actually moving out really nicely. I decided to go with Sabitzer because, you know, he does have the pace as well as the aspects of getting the chemistry with players. So you try to do the best that you can with the silver players that you got. So that's why I kind of went with him. Jensen was probably one of the most outstanding midfielders in terms of being a silver player because of the fact that he kind of has like gold stats. So that's why he plays out so well. But again, this team played really well. The goals that were being scored were pretty decent as well. A lot of them weren't too crazy. Again, you have to kind of like build up the play yourself, and we do end up getting 22 points. But that wasn't the only team that we were using. The reason why we weren't only using that squad was because of the fact that I didn't want to have to deal with fitness. I absolutely hate fitness in FIFA, so that's why I wanted to just make two different squads so I wouldn't have to worry about, oh my god, my players don't have fitness, so now I have to keep applying the fitness cards. So that's why I'm in a secondary squad. This squad is absolutely lovely, and I'll show you guys why. This team moved brilliantly. So with the back four, we got players like Amarty, Ake, Schloop, and Opare. The four of them played really well. I absolutely had no problem with them. You know, in the first squad, I kind of had the problem with the left back and the right back. The center backs were decent because they had the pace and somewhat of defensive capabilities, but the full backs was definitely the problem. It was just nice to have the pace with them, but they weren't really that great like defensively. Schloop was probably the one that like impressed me the most because of the fact that, you know, the center back cards, they have like gold-ish kind of standards, you know, like their card stats, they look like gold card stats, you know, but you know, players like Schloop is very similar to Opare in terms of stats, but you know, he plays really well in games. So that's why I really enjoy using him. I was using Fosu-Mensah as a CDM. CDM, he wasn't too bad. At first, I didn't like him. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But, you know, the more I played with him, the more he started to grow on me. And I guess it was because I was starting to get used to him in terms of how he played. Defensively, he was pretty decent. Again, being a silver player, he's not the greatest. But, you know, he has the 80 pace. He has the 78 physical, which definitely helps in the department of actually being able to defend properly against opposition that want to attack you. On the right side, we have Aqua from Torino. Played really well. Physical aspects was brilliant with him. He also has the pace. So when you have the pace and you have the physical aspect helping you, all in all, it definitely makes for a very good player. Again, silver card, you know, he had opportunities here and there that he did miss because of the fact that, you know, his shooting isn't the greatest, nor is his passing. But again, silver player, so you kind of do the best that you possibly can. The biggest disappointment in this team was definitely King. I think King was definitely lackluster. I thought he was going to be a lot better, but he ended up not being too good for me. So he's one of the players that I sold instantly after I was using these silver squads, because I just didn't really like him at all. In terms of the squad, he just didn't move nicely. I think he has a 2-star weak foot, so it definitely doesn't help the situation either. So I was really disappointed in his card. Strikers, we have Sao and Farias. Farias is good. Lacking, I think it was in the weak foot department, so I think he has like 2-star weak foot. And again, we take into account the fact that these guys are silver players, so they're not going to be like these gold players that are 4-star, 4-star. But he was definitely pretty nice. Sao was definitely the best player in this team. He was absolutely incredible. I was telling people, like, I was going nuts to people about him. I'm like, this guy is not even an inform, and he literally plays like a really good gold card. If he had the skill moves, this card would be incredible, because the 4-star weak foot, you didn't even notice 4-star. Like, it felt like 5-star. His finishing was absolutely incredible. So yeah, that was the second team. Played really well. Ended up winning Division 1 with both of the squads. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any constructive criticisms that you guys want to give in terms of the the way the format of the video was, just let me know down below in the comment section. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, please drop a thumbs up on it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!